Welcome back, everybody. I'm Jade Monkey. We're back here in Livonia. That's coming for DayZ. Hopefully soon. We're sitting in October. It's scheduled to be released on the 13th, at least on the Xbox. So just knowing that, that'll be around the same time, if not exactly the same day for the PlayStation 4 as well. Now, we're not sure when this is dropping exactly. Is it all dropping at once? PC, PlayStation 4, Xbox? We don't know. Anyways. Today's video, or I should say, we're actually inside of Arma 3 Contact, and there's a lot of similarity in Contact, or I should say Arma 3 Contact, and the DayZ Livonia. As a matter of fact, it was built off of the Arma 3 map, so we are fortunate enough to have access to the Arma 3 map, so we can really piece things together. Now, there was a trade show that happened where they actually were playing Livonia, and they were passing out the tourist map of Livonia. I don't know why it's called that, but I mean, this is the same map. And one of the things I noticed on the key down here was, let's see, can I find it? Bunker. So it brings up an interesting question. As you know, in DayZ, a lot of things, the different types of buildings can yield certain types of loot. You know, military buildings, residential buildings yield certain types of loot. Now, what I thought was interesting are these bunkers. They're everywhere. Well, not everywhere, but in a very specific spot. Now, I'm assuming there'll be certain types of loot inside of the bunkers for sure, but they're also in very strategic positions, as you can see. There's one out here in the open field. What I'm going to do is match up the Arma 3 map with our... It's actually showing the bunkers here. Does it? I guess it does. Interesting. It does. I never noticed that before. They're like so tiny. Okay, I guess these represent the bunkers themselves. Anyways, let me back up a little bit and actually reveal a lot of my markers that I have. And you're going to see one of the differences inside of the map. So let me make sure I'm actually making this clear so I'm not like all over the place. So this here and this window on the left side of the screen, that represents Livonia DayZ. Over here represents Arma 3 Livonia, and you'll see some subtle differences. Let me get it up to that position, because this video is all about showing off the bunkers and their position and some of the subtle changes. Now, actually, we should probably get back at Galinska and then kind of roll back from here. But if you look right, just back up a little bit, back it up a little bit. You can see right here where it says Cheese 2. This area here has been kind of mowed out. As you can see, there's a lot of trees here. Again, on the right side is Arma 3 Livonia, and to the left is DayZ Livonia. So very subtle difference, but the bunkers are still here. Now, it looks like this bunker, since this has all been shaved out here, will be repositioned closer to this other bunker that's right there. But I actually flew through the map here and then labeled all these bunker, and we're going to fly over those in a second. But let me go ahead and center us on Galinska real quick. So we'll go through the map again. I should say while I'm trying to reposition myself, inside of my DayZ Discord, by the way, the link to that Discord is in my description below. There is a sub chat in there called DayZ. I will stitch together a high resolution map of the Arma 3 Livonia, and then if I can get a high resolution version of this DayZ Livonia, I will do it. This is the best one I have so far. I will try to bring up these highlights here in the map so it's easier to read. I'll do that in Photoshop. Again, I'll post all of those in my DayZ Discord. I had to think about what that was for a second. So it'll be easier for our people to kind of navigate. And yeah, that's for PC, PlayStation, and the Xbox. Okay. Galinska, where you at? There's our Galinska. And again, I'm just going to center it up on the DayZ developers tweet. Bingo. Okay, this is from DayZ. And there is some of the new changes there at the top. And I've gone over this many times. And obviously we don't see that up there on the hill. But that's one of the spots, like this area out here. Whoa, that's crazy. Can we actually see one of the bunkers there on the left? I think that's what that is right there. I never noticed that before. What? You can just make out one of the bunkers on the corner. No way. There's the grandstand right here. What? That right there is, I don't know, I think it's part of the soccer field or the football field. And then just up here, it's so dark. It's that's one of the bunkers. Anyways, I want to go over the bunkers here and showcase what we can see. Okay, so we're in Galinska, and I'm just gonna go over towards. Maybe we'll just, we'll just take the bunker line here, talk about it, and then trail it all the way back because it does go all the way back up here. And I think they're strategic enough positions, especially with this cheese location here that's going to be on the new map, or going to be on the. I need a good way to like describe what I'm trying to explain here. Right here? No? Yes? There it is. I think this is going to be a significant location because it is next to some other military type locations, which is great for loot, as we know in DayZ. But I think because they showcase that, and just by the bunkers being around this edge, I think this is going to be some decent loot. I mean, maybe not high tier loot, but good enough, right? Like some weapons and whatnot. And even if they're not weapon spawns or loot spawns, they have to be loot spawns of some sort. These are definitely in strategic locations. So let me go ahead and roll back a little bit here. Galinska, Brenna, Tarnow, what is it? Graben and Sitnik. Let me go ahead and transition into the game. Let's go ahead and line up in Galinska again. And if we kind of back up from the screenshot that DayZ did, and we look to our left, boom, there's one bunker. And you'll notice that, I don't know if this is, by the way, that's just in Arma 3. Now, the Hummingbird will most likely be in DayZ in the future. We just don't know when. It used to be in the old version. But anyways, we can see one of the bunkers here. But look at these crazy things, right? They're a military structure, so they have to spawn some form of military loot. Where did I go? Okay, there we go. Sorry. I hit a crazy button. There's the church, Galinska. Here's one of the bunkers. We'll just kind of walk through it. And again, I'll release a map of what I have so far. But I mean, they have good lines of sight, right? Even if these aren't, again, like I said, spawn locations, you can really just like sleaze up in there and wait for people to come by. Like, okay, let's show. I'm trying to figure out what makes the most sense here. Okay, there's one right here on the river. There's Brenna, Sobo, and there's Galinska. If you look, there's this bunker here, which is quite awesome. I just think these are great positions outright. And then if there are loot spawns in here, that just makes it even better. Right? Just rip some shots. You can see somebody driving by. You can see down the river. You'll see. And I wonder if this isn't because this is supposed to be close to the. What did the developer say? It was like the Poland area, or maybe one of the borders. So that would make sense of why these bunkers are sitting here. And obviously they look old and abandoned and whatnot, but these are based off of real world locations. So I wonder if this little wedge we're seeing here, ding, 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 represents some type of military line. And again, we're looking at this inside of Arma 3. But look, you can just, you want to walk down this hill, scrub. There's another bunker. I think they're not only good positions, but I think they will have military loot inside of them. What I think is interesting is I think with the change that's coming here and the DayZ Livonia, that looks like it's going to be good gear. And this is just in a hotbed of military gear in general. So I think these are going to be pretty key. This little guy right here. Let me just show some of these. I won't go in every one, but I just want to. I want to show off some of them. Oh my goodness! Look at this one. Oh my. This is covering the back, but let's check the ones up on the hill because these are particularly dirty. And look at this one. This one's wedged here, and this is going to move, but it looks like there'll be two up in the line here. I have a feeling once this comes out, either on the experimental branch on PC or whenever it comes out on console, we're going to know real fast. We'll be like, hey, where are all these bunker locations? And we'll be like, okay, they're right here. I think this one over here is going to be slid up. As a matter of fact, that's a big fat confirm, because if we look right here, these two are pinched on each other, and this guy was actually like maybe right here where the magnifying glass is. Again, this window represents DayZ Livonia, the printed screen, the printed map. Here, these little bunkers right here, which are the same. Oh my goodness, every time that autosave freaks me out. I know it's coming too. There you go. Here's one that's looking off into the valley here, which is particularly nasty. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? Oh my good. And no one's gonna know you're in here peeping on them, right? I love it. All right, these are the ones I really want to showcase. Obviously, this has got a slightly better view. Or no, this one goes back towards the hill. It's got a little tiny window here in this one, aiming down, which is cute. We got this little guy, and then this guy. But these are the ones that are like nasty. Because it's in some good cover. Already it's hard to see if anybody's even in these. But I mean, you need somebody to scout a position. Or check out Galinska. This is it. It's looking good. Am I wrong? My fingers are cold. I love this tree line. It's great cover, and the fact that it's topped off with some bunker action is even better. Oh, I keep hitting control to go down like a dum-dum. Just showcase these views on the way down, and then we'll go over the different bunker locations too. This is a good one too. Wow. You can look all the way across there. Go ahead and bust out the map. You're sitting here on this peninsula of trees, this outcropping. I'm pretty sure we can match it up with this. I keep hitting, again, I keep thinking I'm in Photoshop. It's right, oops, sorry. Right here, matches up with this. Beautiful thing. Okay, we're gonna work our way down the hill and across the river to Galinska and then past it. We get a higher angle here. Maybe I'll just dip down a little more so we can see more of this as we fly through. I'm going to leave the labels up so we can tell where we're going. These are the ones we already went through. Now across the river. This clearly is holding up some sort of line. These are the new ones here. There's one right on the road. How dirty is that? You can just hold this. You know what I mean? Someone's coming down. You're like, you want to get wrecked, kid? It's nasty. Hard to see somebody like just taking that position. Like, it's hard to tell if the bunker actually has an occupant. And then it's just super crazy good cover, especially with these trees growing around it too. Even when you know they're here, I had to go around like 5 times before I found them all. And then I used the map on the 5th swipe. So it's definitely going to be a thing. I know that. And if we have time, I'm going to show some of the military places that kind of link up to this. And they'll most likely be integrated with DayZ Livonia. Obviously, we can only see what we can see in the Arma 3 Livonia that we're currently in. Let cow. Can we see Galinska? There we go. There's Galinska back there. Oops. There's the hill we were checking out before. Just not bad. If you're moving up the hillside here, you might want to go from bunker to bunker. It wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. And honestly, let me back up. Most likely, this top half of the map, I'm going to circle it here. Okay, so wherever the river is, ding, 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 we're going to spawn somewhere around there. I'm almost positive of that now. Oops, I just moved my location like a dummy. I keep using my middle mouse button like this is a different program. It's not. Okay, so most likely, you're going to be spawning on these water areas, above, below, but close. So these bunkers, I think you'll see them sooner than later. I guess there's a theory that you could spawn in the center band here, but honestly, I think all the tier 4, tier 3 loot's going to be on this end of the map. I mean, they've already said that this is where the bears are going to spawn in the forest areas. By the way, the bears are not only going to be in Livonia, but they'll also be in Chinaris. Pretty cool, right? Ah, I can't wait. I'm excited for this map. The more I see it, the more I'm getting into it. So it kind of gives you an idea, like this top half we're going to have to really know. One of the main reasons why I'm going around and, well, I'm showing people because some people don't know if they want to get the map, but the people that are getting the map, I want to get them acclimated with the major cities and some of the major loot points, because this is going to be brand new for just about everybody, and orientation is going to be a big thing. And I have a feeling these bunkers are going to be another major part of it, right? Look at that. Ding, ding, ding. Okay. Galinska, bunker. This is a dirty one, right? Anything in the tree line is just nasty. Nasty. So I think we'll be spawning close to Lacau, and these bunkers could be a deal. And maybe it's tier 1, tier 2 loot, who knows? Or maybe it's nothing. Didn't it say there was one? Oh, I missed one. I did. Oh, man, that one's really dirty. See what I mean? Every time I go through here, I miss one. Bing. And the top of the map, or the edge of the map, the very northern part of the map, it's right up here. So those bunkers cut pretty deep into the map. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 squares in. It's not bad. Definitely holding a strong point here. And if we look at the actual printed map here, these red and dotted lines represent military areas. So can I actually just zoom in on it? That might make it a little better. Yep, there we go. That's kind of good. But you can see there's a lot of this military area that's kind of roped off. And where's the spot we were just in? Like right here. Definitely protecting something. There's the airfield. So here they are, bunker, right there, all the way down. So there's just so much to explore in this map. I just love the fact that we can actually match this up now and see specifically what matches up, which is a lot, which we already knew. We were taking an educated guess at. So this is the bunker run, at least the bunkers that we're aware of in Livonia that are coming for DayZ Livonia in November, about mid-November, I believe. So for the consoles at least. And rest assured, if this comes out anytime before then, on PC or console, we'll be all over it. We'll be streaming it, playing it, making videos. I do have videos on my DayZ, or I should say I post daily, wow, daily DayZ videos on my DayZ highlights playlist on my channel. I've said that enough, you'd think I'd have it by now. A good reason to subscribe. We play a lot of open world survival games, Rust, Conan, Star Citizen, that kind of stuff. And again, the DayZ Highlights playlist will have all kinds of, already has a lot of Livonia type stuff. There's one right there, military locations. So good reason to subscribe. We'll be doing more Livonia stuff leading up to the release date. And again, like I said, if we get any kind of hint on new information, we'll be releasing it. And I wouldn't worry too much about spoiling anything because this map is so big. I'm still discovering stuff, and I've been all over this thing. So I think there's still plenty to be discovered and delight the player base. And again, if you're on the fence about making the purchase, we'll keep showing you, and you'll see if it's something you want to get into. The bunkers. There's Galinska. I like how it like kicks up here and then it goes back again. It's where we started, right by this little. Is that corn? It is corn. The bunker fly through. All right, thanks for watching. We'll catch everybody in the next video. And this was the bunker fly-through on Livonia. Livonia for Arma 3 contact. Hopefully we'll be showing you guys this in DayZ Livonia soon enough. I should say, drop a like if you found the video helpful. I don't think I said that, did I? Alright, we'll see everybody in the next one. Oh yeah, ooh yeah. I'm in a field of wheat.